Look at this, you can see the intercooler through the front bumper. This is awesome.
Or we'll flip for it.
Like flip a coin.
Flip a coin.
Dude, this thing is still smoking, man. I'm getting nervous. Oh, I hope this thing has compression. Please have compression. Hey guys, welcome back to Legit Street Cars. In this video, I am hopefully buying my wife this, a 2011 Mustang GT that looks totally stock, but that has a Hellion twin turbo kit under the hood and probably about 650 horsepower. So I've just arrived to inspect this car, and it has a very weird history. So it has a clean title, but a total loss on the Carfax. And I think this might have been some kind of weird insurance scam, but I think I can get this car for a good deal. It's being sold by an out-of-state wholesaler, and there's a lot of mystery to this car. So we got to inspect it. We might be able to get a good deal. I'm not really sure, but anyway, let's just get right into it. All right, guys, here we go. I don't have too much time to inspect it. The current owner, like I said, is a wholesale car dealer, and he recently picked this up. It was traded in at a dealership. I already met with him. He's actually seen a bunch of my videos. Really nice guy. So he gave me the keys. He's like, go to town. He put a plate on it, so we can kind of walk around and check this out. Accident reported, total loss vehicle, 2 owners. And then if we go to title history, salvage, junk, rebuilt, etc., no problems. So it's just listed under the accident history as a total loss. And then we go down, it's got a bunch of normal maintenance records, and then bam, it says vehicle ran off road, it hit a curb, damage to the right side, vehicle functional but towed away. Vehicle declared a total loss by insurance company. So the current owner, the wholesale dealer, said he inspected this car up in the air and he couldn't see any previous damage at all. Now, of course, you're probably saying a dealer would say that, they just want to sell you the car. But just at first glance, it looks really nice. This paint looks totally factory to me. It said the collision was on this side, which sometimes they can make an error on the Carfax report. So I checked out this side also, and the paint looks the same. It's got little wear marks here and there, seals like this on both sides that look like they're 11 years old. So anyway, I'm gonna jack this thing up in a minute, but let's just take a look and see. He claimed this thing is super clean, and the pictures look really good. And I gotta agree, this interior looks fantastic. And this is the California Special Edition, so that's just basically a cosmetic package. But I believe this is also a premium model, so it has heated leather seats, the Shaker 1000 stereo system. These are really cool cars. And let's take a look at under the hood. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yes, a Hellion twin turbo kit. This is about a $9,000 turbo kit. It's very well done. It'll support your horsepower goals up to, like, I don't know, 1,000, 1,200 horsepower. So these are very good quality precision turbos. This is a very nicely put together kit. I've seen these on other 5.0s and they perform very well. All right, here we go. First start. Fires right up. It's got a boost gauge here. That's really the only aftermarket item in the interior. This is an old school one. Sounds good. Got good oil pressure. Right off throttle, it's clean. Look at this, you can see the intercooler through the front bumper. This is awesome. All right, so he's letting me take it out on a little test drive here. Oh man, it gets into boost instantly. Wow, so far the transmission shifts great. It drives straight as an arrow, ice cold AC. Now, it's not my car just yet, but I gotta give it a little bit of love. Make sure it's a good car. Oh yes, so far it's a good car. So I'm gonna go hop on the highway, make sure that all of the gears work, make sure there's no funny business, and then we gotta go back. I'm gonna ask him if we can jack it up and take a look at the floors and the frame because of what it says on the Carfax, and then I'm gonna try and negotiate a good deal because I think I can get this for quite a bit lower than what he's asking. But before that, I gotta let you guys know of an amazing deal from Avalon King on their DIY ceramic coating kit. It's their blowout 4th of July sale, and it's for a limited time. Okay, so here's the deal. You buy 2 or more Armor Shield 9 DIY ceramic coating kits, and you're gonna get 30% off the kits, plus you get a free microfiber wash mitt and a free bottle of their super foamy ceramic prep shampoo. This stuff makes the best foam, and it removes all the old wax and grease from the surface while you wash, so you're ready to ceramic coat right away. They're also having a 20% off sale on other detailing products, and all you have to do to get the deal is click on my special link down below or in the comments section, and the discount and free stuff is automatically applied. For those of you not familiar, ceramic coating your car is easier than applying wax. After you've cleaned your car, just apply the ceramic coating to the supplied applicator pad, wipe it on, wait 60 seconds, and wipe it off. That's it, you're done. And unlike wax, the coating will give you years of protection against the elements because it creates an invisible layer of protection over any exterior surface. It also gives your paint a deep glossy shine, and it's one of the best faded trim restorers on the market. Don't waste your money on a separate trim restorer. You don't need it if you have this. You can also coat wheels so brake dust doesn't stick to them, and glass so you use your wipers less. Another big benefit is water and dirt just bead off your car, keeping it cleaner for longer. I've been coating all my cars for 4 years now, and I love how clean they look in between washes. This is a limited time and limited quantity deal, and they will sell out, so take advantage and tell your wife you bought it to keep her car clean and to coat your shower door, as it does a great job at keeping those clean too, as water and soap won't stick to it.
All right, and with that, let's get back before I get myself into some trouble.
All right, I got the car jacked up, and if I buy it, we'll do a full inspection back at Legit's 3/4, but I do have to make a decision soon. He's got other people coming, so whatever I can see right now is what I have to go off of. So let's see. If this thing was hit really hard, enough to total the vehicle out on the passenger side, we might see something in the frame, something on the floor as well. But right off the bat, I can see a good bit of just corrosion. This isn't like rust or anything to worry about, just normal corrosion for an 11-year-old vehicle. And the frame looks totally straight. So we're looking at the floor right now. That looks good. And look at this. Look at the seam sealer. It's nice and dirty and factory looking. That is a really good thing to see. And then we're here. This is the rocker right along here, and even the pinch welds are perfect, but not too perfect. They're not all cleaned up and painted. So I gotta say, this is looking normal. This is looking a little too normal. What is going on here? Everything just looks like an 11-year-old Mustang that's been well taken care of. So if we go inside of here, all the metal looks original. All right, this is crazy. Did this thing just hit a curb and destroy the suspension and the subframe, and then maybe the insurance company totaled out? I don't know. Let's look at the suspension. So the current owner said he did do sway bar end links. Maybe he's talking about the rear ones because these don't look new at all. But let's take a look at the control arm. The tie rods, they all have just normal surface rust. Nothing is new. I mean, they could have replaced everything with used parts, but I gotta say, so far so good. Look at the subframe, does not look to have been replaced. These subframe bolts don't even look like they've ever been turned. And I'm taking a look. I'll take a look at the frame up and down, but I'm not seeing any issues whatsoever. This is very bizarre. It was listed as a total loss, but it retains a clean title. What in the world? Look at that strut is original too. All right, here we are in the back. This is a solid rear axle car. And all the suspension, everything looks totally stock. This is weird. There's no leaks whatsoever. Nothing in here ever looks like it's been touched. All right, guys, so far I got nothing. Unless something is seriously hiding that I can't see right now. This looks to be a very, very clean car. Very well put together. Not overly modified. The California Special came with some different trim and some other little options here and there, but this totally could be my wife's next new car, which definitely means I will be stealing it from her every so often because this thing is pretty cool. But anyway, let's get the owner out here and see what we can work out. He's asking $26,000. I asked him if he was negotiable. He said a little bit, but I got to bring him down a little bit because of what's going on with that Carfax. Otherwise, I think it's totally worth it. A stock one like this without the Hellion twin turbo kit, but in this condition, goes for about $23,000, $24,000. And that kit without installation is like $9,000. All right, guys, so I came prepared with cash money. So I'm going to offer him $20,000. I'm sure he's not going to take that, but if we can meet somewhere in the middle, I think that's a pretty fair deal for the car, especially because there's still a massive mystery behind this thing. And I'm taking a big gamble because if I bring it back to Legit's 3/4 and find something that I didn't see, lifting it a few inches off the ground, then I'm in really big trouble. So anyway, let's go see what happens. Oh, and I have my backup envelope in the car too, just in case he doesn't take 20. I'm prepared with more. All right, I'm messaging him right now to come back out. I'm here. Let's go negotiate. All right, Conrad. What's up, man?
Hey.
Everybody, Conrad, he might be selling me a Mustang. We're gonna find out. I talked to a couple people, including my friend Sam Crack, about the whole title. It's clean, but there's a ding on the Carfax, obviously. I don't know if I can. This is so weird because it's like an in between. It's like a clean title, but it's got a total loss.
Correct.
So, yeah. Long story short, you're asking 26. I'm at 20,000. I think that's fair. You know, it's got, I think, a branded title. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's a tough one with the total loss. So that's kind of where I'm at.
What if I come down to 24?
24? If it didn't have the thing on the Carfax, I don't think I could. No. I mean, I would. If it was 24 and it didn't have the total loss, I think I could do it. But I think it's worth low 20s. So I'd be willing to do like 22.
Okay, I'm at 24.
Cash money ready to go.
Yeah. What if we do 23?
23?
I think that's a good deal. You're getting a lot of car for that money.
It is a lot of car. It's just, there's a lot of unknowns. Like, I mean, I lifted it up obviously with your jack, you know, and it looks like you said, like you can see the patina, the corrosion, whatever. I'm just worried that there might be something I'm missing. You know, there's always a gamble.
Listen, I'll make you an offer. We'll split it, okay? What you're offering and what I'm offering.
So 22.5?
Yep.
Okay.
Or we'll flip for it. 23 or 22.
Like flip a coin.
Flip a coin.
Are you serious?
I think that's fair.
Are you a gambler?
No.
I mean, neither am I. Like, that freaks me out.
Let's do it.
Oh, man. I don't know. I got to think about that. Flip a coin.
Flip a coin.
If I don't do that, 22.5 is the deal?
Yep.
I would do 22.5. It's a $500 coin toss. All right, let me see the coin. I don't have any change on me. What do you got?
I'll grab some.
All right. This is crazy. Okay, we're flipping a coin for $500, but he's gonna get the coin. We'll inspect that. But either way, I mean, I'm in at 22.5. I think that's pretty good. You know, this clean of a car, turnkey. My wife will love it. It's a good color combo. I'm shaking. All right, let me see.
Take a look.
This already looks fake, dude. I haven't seen like change inside. All right, it's real. I mean, what can you fake about this? All right, what are you gonna? Here.
Okay, you flip and I'll call.
All right, here we go. $500. Max, if we win this, we're going to get burritos. All right, here we go.
That's.
Come on, Tails. Come on, Tails. Come on, Tails. Ah, he won. No. That's a deal. Yeah. I'm the worst gambler ever. Okay, I bought a Twin Turbo Mustang. So let me pay the man. So I only took out 22.5 because that was going to be my top dollar. But I got to sell you the other 5.
Not a problem.
Hey, what's the retail on one of those?
More than you can afford, pal. Mustang. Dude, this thing is still smoking, man. I'm getting nervous. All right, guys, so it's the next day, and I drove this a little bit last night, and everything was great. But I just cold started it to bring it back into the shop, and we got a little bit of smoke going on here. I know it's not much, it's hard to catch on camera, but there is definitely some smoke coming out of the tailpipes. Okay, now it's gone. It might just be that it's running rich. It's really weird, it's kind of intermittent, so I just pulled it out here a little bit more. Peter's gonna give it a little bit of throttle. Oh man, you can hear the turbo spool down there, but yeah, there was a little bit of smoke coming out. I don't know. I don't think it smelled like oil. All right, let's just start inspecting. We're gonna pull the plugs, compression test, borescope, and then try and discover what else has been done to this car, what fuel system mods have been done, and then obviously give it a really good once over to make sure that it hasn't been in a wreck. But I'm not gonna lie, anytime I see a little bit of smoke coming out of the tailpipe, it makes me nervous. It could be nothing, especially on a twin turbo car with no catalytic converters. I don't think this has cats. But I'm a little bit scared because of what happened with the Lightning. The last Ford I bought, I thought it had a good motor too, and it doesn't. I'll leave the playlist link down below if you guys haven't seen what's going on with the engine on my SVT Lightning. But Yeah, I'm a little nervous right now. The car runs really good though. It runs really good. It could have been sitting around for a really long time. And oh, it's got a catch can. It's got a big catch can, which could be full. All right, now it's got me thinking of ideas of why it would be smoking. And I've dealt with a lot of this with the Turbo WS6 Trans Am. So if they don't have a proper return line and all sorts of other issues, you could have bad turbos. All right, I'm getting way ahead of myself. Let's just get into this. All right, let's get into this potential oil burning issue, or whatever that smoke is. So we're gonna remove the cap here to the catch can and see what's inside. All right, so here's what's inside of the catch can. Not a whole lot. There is a little bit of fluid at the bottom there, but I can't remove this guy to get a good look at that. I think you have to take this entire thing out basically to drain it. But this catch can is not really set up in the best way. All it is a hose from this valve cover and a hose from that valve cover meeting into the catch can. There is no vacuum or anything from the intake system that's sucking it through the catch can and then back into the intake. So there's really nothing aiding in the crankcase ventilation. Now I have something similar on my Turbo Trans Am. I know a lot of boosted guys go this route because they don't want anything getting into their intake at all, and I totally get that. Yeah, this catch can doesn't really seem to be doing much at all. So at the very least, I know that wouldn't be our smoking problem. And again, the smoking is very minor, but one thing I would look at on any turbo car, if you're getting any smoke out of the exhaust, is the oil return. So if you have any bends in the lines, and also the line needs to go straight down into the oil pan if you don't have a scavenger pump. So it has to be a very easy path for the oil to travel. So we definitely have that. I know this kit is well thought out, and that wouldn't be something they'd mess up on. But another way that you can have oil coming out of the tailpipe, especially intermittently sometimes on turbo cars, is if the air filter is really dirty. So if this is creating a big restriction, it'll actually cause vacuum inside and it'll suck past the oil seal and it'll burn some oil. Let's definitely pop these off and we'll take a look at the condition of the compressor wheel. We are looking at some really nice hardware here. This is a nice turbo, no shaft play whatsoever. They use really high quality parts on this kit. This looks to be a tile wastegate. Those are really good. I'm running one on the Trans Am. And let's see. Yeah, these air filters are pretty dirty. Definitely clean these. Well, let's see what we got going on here with the driver's side turbo. Spins nicely. And yeah, this has a little shaft play. It's not hitting the housing or anything. That could be normal, but it's got a little bit play. I think a little bit more than the other side. So we don't know how long these turbos have been on. It might just need a rebuild. But I'm not sure if this applies to me, but I was checking the site for the Hellion kit and it comes with a lifetime warranty. Not sure if that transfers or not, but nonetheless, I think Precision is actually pretty local to me. Are they in Indiana or something like that? So if I need to get this turbo rebuilt, I'd probably just do both of them. I could, and it's fairly inexpensive, or I could just do it myself, but I'm gonna look up some specs on this to see if this is normal or not. Maybe I'll just send this portion of the video right to Precision and see what they say. All right, we gotta make these air filters look nice and pretty and clean. So I have some K&N air filter cleaner, and I'll let this soak on there while we work on the car. We'll put some oil on it, we'll be good to go. Let's pop this off. I wanna see what's going on with vacuum lines. See if we can tell if anything's been done to the fuel system too. All right, let's remove this factory strut tower brace. This thing's pretty beefy. All right, I wanna see if we have bigger fuel injectors. Looks like we just take this off. And this, and there are our fuel injectors. Well, these do look like stock injectors. Kind of hard to tell right now. There's no adapter for the harness or anything like that, and it doesn't look like any of this stuff has been touched in a long time or ever. Let's see if we can clean it up. Yeah, I'm gonna say these are probably stock fuel injectors. I think the Hellion kit can run at about 5 or 6 PSI, which is what this is producing. There's a boost gauge in the car with the factory fuel injectors. So maybe there's a boost to pump or something. I'm not exactly sure. All right, let's take a look at the spark plugs. So we'll pop this guy off. Oh, this is metal. Sweet. Ford Racing. All right. All right, these are factory ignition coils like they should be. I rarely ever see aftermarket ignition coils do anything. Factory ones always work the best. What do we got? What do we got? I don't know. Brisk? Silver? I have no idea what this is. I've never seen brisk spark plugs before. All right, all 4 spark plugs on that bank look to be in pretty good condition. And you see here they have RR14S. I looked it up on their website. They claim to be a racing spark plug, and a 14 is right in the middle of the heat range. So they said stock is 18 and racing is 9. So this is definitely colder than the factory plug, which is good. That way we don't create a hot spot and detonate. All right, you know, it wouldn't be one of my car reveal videos without us going into Das Zylinder and taking a look around. And there we have it. It's got some stampings there. Yeah, I'm gonna say that looks like a factory piston. I don't know. Ford guys, Coyote guys, let me know. But yeah, we don't have a lot of carbon buildup. The piston looks good so far. And I know it's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on here. I might need to get a better borescope. Well, let's take a look at another one. Let there be light. Okay, cool. We can see a little bit better on this one. The edge of the piston looking good. No chunks missing out of it so far like my SVT Lightning engine had. Overall, so far these pistons look really clean. And is that a QR code in the middle? All right, so I pulled the spark plugs from the passenger side bank, and they all look pretty normal. I borescoped in there as well, and everything looks really good. But I do think I'm going to replace these plugs. I don't know how old they are. So we'll do that and some other maintenance in the next video before I surprise my wife with this thing. All right, let's blast some dirt out of these guys. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I mean, how does it get to this point? It's a nice Mustang. You'd think they'd clean their air filters every once in a while. Weird. Always clean these from the inside out so you're not running that dirt further into the filter. All right, it's compression test time. Let's see what we got. All right, we got 150 PSI on that one. Second one. 150, nice. Next. 150. All right, last one on this bank. Okay, about 145. All right, guys, 4 more and we're in the clear. Sweet. Fire in the hole. You got this, Mustang. You got this. 2 more. Next. Come on, dude. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yes. All right, guys. Last one. Oh, I hope this thing has compression. Please have compression. Of course you have compression. You're a Ford Mustang. You never break, right? Right? They definitely do break, but I think we're good. I think in this case, we don't have a broken Mustang. But hey, at least we know the piston doesn't look like my SVT Lightning piston or my Turbo LS piston. We're an equal opportunity piston destroyer here at Legit Street Cars. And these turbos are spinning really nice. Nothing's touching, no weird noises. It doesn't sound like we have any exhaust leaks or anything. So these are tubular headers, as you can see in here. So it's not running factory manifolds or anything like that. Tubular headers, full stainless steel exhaust all the way back. This is a ton of car for 23 grand, especially now that we know the motor's good. That always helps. All right, guys, the car's almost out of fuel. Perfect time for some AMSOIL PI, Performance Improver. I use this on all my gasoline cars, but the fuel in here does smell a little bit old. And this was traded into CarMax in March, and I don't think it's been driven in the winter, so there's a good chance that the fuel in here is at least like 8-9 months old, could be even older, and it smells bad. So we'll get some of this in here, we'll go fill up, and then I think it's time for a real Italian tune-up. I've been way too easy on this Mustang so far. The car's almost out of fuel, which is perfect. We'll get some fresh gas in here. We have our PI in the tank, and yeah. I don't think I'm gonna fill up though. I'm gonna wait to go to Costco. All right, we're in the middle of nowhere. You guys gotta hear this thing. It sounds so sweet. Yes! That sounds so good. I love it. I'm so excited about my Mustang. Never thought I'd say that. I'm more of a GM guy. I like Camaros, Corvettes, and, you know, Trans Ams and Escalades, and all that kind of good stuff, but this is awesome. Oh, and I've driven like 20 miles since refueling, and we're getting no smoke whatsoever. So I think cleaning the air filters, fresh gas, who knows how old it was, cleared it up. All right, here we go. Full throttle for the first time in the Twin Turbo Mustang. I bought this for my wife. I bought this for my wife. Oh, but I'm keeping it at the garage at the house, and I'm totally gonna take this out all the time. Oh man, these transmissions shift really nice, especially for being kind of an old school, torque converter transmission. And I hear that they're actually pretty stout. The manual transmission version in this generation Mustang wasn't the best, but this is sweet, I gotta say. And it's like very manageable. It's got brand new Continental tires. They hook really well. So like, this is perfect. This is perfect for a wife. This is the type of wife vehicle that you should get, right? Gosh, I hope she likes this thing. Well, actually, if she doesn't like it, I mean, it's gonna be my car. And if you guys are wondering, I'm not releasing this video until her surprise is filmed, so the surprise won't be ruined. Don't worry, this is what we did on the Escalade. So by the time you're seeing this, the surprise has already been done. I mean, I haven't done it yet right now in this moment. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna come out with a video about how I'm surprising my wife with a Mustang before I surprise my wife with a Mustang. I love it! Oh man, this is beautiful. I have never owned a Mustang in my life. The Ford SVT Lightning was the closest thing to a Mustang that I've ever bought. Oh man, this is so much fun, and it's such a comfortable car. It handles great. It's beautiful inside. The interior is actually pretty nice. The stereo rocks, the AC is ice cold. I mean, what's not to like? My wife is going to love this, and I'll be surprising her with the car in the next video. We're gonna do some work on the car, maybe some modifications to the car before she gets it. And we might even rip it on the dyno. I'm not really sure. We'll see what we can figure out. And then it is time to surprise her. So I'm gonna surprise her with a stock Mustang, and she'll probably be really happy because it's a cool looking car. And then we're gonna go for a ride, and I'll let her lay into it a little bit. Now, unlike the Escalade, where I was able to tell her just to go full throttle from a dig, and I wasn't worried about it because it's an all-wheel drive vehicle and it's not that fast. This one I'll have to definitely ease her into it, just because this is a completely different animal, although it is very manageable. It's not like a boosted Viper with no ABS and traction control that just gets squirrely everywhere. If you hit this while rolling, it just goes. It just hooks up and goes. Anyway, I'll figure out how to ease her into driving the Twin Turbo Mustang all in the next video, and I really hope you guys join me for that one. So with that, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, share the video with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch all of you in the next video.